morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you're watching this. You know who I am. It's the WWEK here for NFL Week 5 picks. Last week, 12-3. Great week for me. Great week. And I'm 39 wins, 24 for the season. Now, yes, Dallas Cowboys did lose on Monday. We got our butts handed to us. There's no doubt on that. Tony Romo played bad. But you know what? We're 2-2. And there's a lot of teams 2-2 right now. Super Bowl champions, 2-2. Packers, 2-2. New England. So being 2-2 heading to a bye, that's not bad to me. You know, when I originally looked at the schedule, I'm like, there's a good shot we could be the 1-3 or 2-2. I didn't think we would be 3-1 or 4-0 just because of the Giants and Seattle, just because, well, come on, everyone knows it doesn't matter who you are. When you go to Seattle, that's a hard place to win because they had the best 13th man in the NFL, and there's no doubt on that. But I'll take 2-2. Ravens did win, so that makes Mom happy. Speaking of which, the reason why everything is pink at the opening, and it will be for the month of October at least, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So there you go on that. And why is somebody calling and or texting me at this time? I'll look at that later. Breast Cancer Awareness. So don't hate the pink. And the theme is, of course, dedicated to Mom. So there you go. Got that out of the way. Now, let's get to the picks. But first, we had 4 teams with a bye, and 4 teams, I believe, who needed it. Cowboys had the bye this week. They needed it. They need to figure out what to do to get ready for Week 6 when they take on Baltimore, which I'm going to hate that game just because it's a win and lose for me the way it goes. Lions, they needed it because the Mountain Curse has been killing them. Raiders, it's Oakland. What do you expect? And Tampa Bay. Well, Bucks. Well, the Bucks. So let's get to the picks. Thursday night, Cardinals versus the Rams. Rams just beat Seattle. Cardinals barely got by Miami this week. Cardinals do lead the head-to-head in the last 3 games. Doesn't surprise anybody. But this is an interesting one to me. Both offensives suck. Let's be honest. Both offense of these 2 teams stink. But it's the defenses that's going to be the key winner, like I said it would be on Monday night for that game. I think Cardinals win this. The D has been very good. It's saved them in a lot of games this season so far. I think to continue it, Cardinals go 5-0, but be warned, this could be a trap game. Just keep that in mind when you're making your pick. Next, we head to Pittsburgh for the good old rivalry game between the Eagles and the Steelers. Now, of course, the Eagles have a great offense. Defense, they're both the same. As far as for head-to-head, the Eagles do lead that of the last 3 times they fought. Eagles lead it 2-1. But I'm taking Pittsburgh, you know. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I tip my hat to Philly. You're 3-1. But I don't believe that record. My reason being is this. Take a look at all their games. They've had to have 4th quarter miracle after miracle after miracle. At some point, either they're going to have to step up and be the team that everyone says they are, that I hear every day, that they're the best, or they can beat everybody, then prove it. Prove to me. This is the game I think Philly needs to prove to the naysayers, to the people who say they can't get it done. They're going to have to be, if they're going to want to show me something, they're going to have to beat the Steelers big. And I don't mean by 1 or 2 points. No. You want to show me you're a contender? You got to win the game by at least double digits. This winning a game by 1 point, then Ravens up by 1, and then you beat the Giants because the field goal kicker for New York missed a kick, and you win by 2. No, you cannot keep doing that. It's going to bite you in the ass. And Eagle fans, if you don't want to admit it, then you are clouded. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not saying this as a Cowboy fan. I'm saying this as a fan of the sport. If they keep playing like that, they're not going to make the playoffs. Yes, hey, they protected Vic good on Sunday, better than what they did in the other games, but they're going to need to start learning to capitalize on points, or else they're not winning. Period. I got Steelers winning this. I like Big Ben, and I like the Steelers D more in this one. And it's in Pitt, so you know there's going to be a lot of Pitt fans going crazy. This is one game, I'll be honest, I don't want to be a fan of in there, because if my team loses or my team wins, oh boy, it's going to be fights. I can already see that happening. Fights. Don't ask why. Next, Green Bay heads to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm taking Green Bay on this one. They lead the head-to-head. You know, Indy's a rebuilding team as far as I'm concerned. Packers, this should be an easy win for you. Don't blow it. Next, the interesting game for me. Giants versus Cleveland, and it's in New York. Now, Cleveland does hold the head-to-head. They did beat New York in 2008, and they did beat New York in 2005. I'm taking the Giants. I think they're going to be mad that they lost on Sunday when they should have won. And they're going to kill Cleveland. But be warned, Cleveland has had the Giants' numbers on occasion. So this, I would not be 100% on this one. I'm only taking New York because I think they got a better passing game and somewhat the better defense in this one. But I'm a little worried if they lose this, I would be begging for help. Next, Falcons at Washington. I'm taking Atlanta. I'm sorry, Atlanta's 4-0. This is a trap game, but I have to tell you this. I have a good friend of mine when I was at the midnight release for Resident Evil 6. He works there. I asked him, because he's a diehard Skin fan, do you think Redskins can beat Atlanta this Sunday? He said, no way in hell. Atlanta's just been too good, he said. He said, you know, if we win, he'll be surprised. Atlanta does lead the head-to-head. They got the better defense, better offense. Matt Ryan's been playing great football. The only thing Washington has in its favor is the fact of it's got a great running game. That's the only reason they're third in offense. But they got the 16th in passing. That's what's going to come to be the big thing for me, passing in this one. Atlanta wins it. Next, Dolphins go to Cincinnati to take the Bengals. I'll take the 3-1 Bengals. Miami's just... I don't get it with Miami. They've been so close to winning every game. The last 2 games, they've lost in overtime. So you could honestly say technically Miami should be 3-1 right now, not 1-3, but it is what it is. Cincinnati, been playing good football. I think they keep it up this week. Next, lock of the week. And if I miss this, I'm going to cry. Ravens at Kansas City. I'm taking the Ravens to beat the Chiefs. I mean, come on. The Chiefs are a joke. I don't mean to be mean, but the Chiefs suck. The only reason they got to win is because they were playing a Saints team who sucks more than they do, okay? I'm sorry, Mac, the quarterback for Kansas City, I don't think he's a good quarterback. You know, I originally said that Kansas City was my dog horse team to make the playoffs. At this point, I'll be surprised if they get a winning season the way they've been playing. And Ravens do lead the head-to-head, so go Baltimore on this one. Improve to 4-1. As far as for the I should have mentioned this in the Bengals pick. Bengals do lead the head-to-head to that one. And Atlanta leads the head-to-head over Washington. So let's continue. Steelers at Panthers. I mean, not Steelers. Dum-dum. Seahawks at Panthers. My mistake. This is what happens when you haven't had caffeine yet. There we go. My upset pick is Carolina over the Seahawks. I don't trust the Seahawks. You know, they do lead the head-to-head. I'm putting faith in Cam Newton. They got a great offense. Seattle is not that good, but they got a great defense. If they want to win this, they're gonna have to. The defense is gonna have to show up because as far as for the passing game, it still is the worst one to me in the NFL. And apparently the NFL agrees with me because they're ranked 32 in passing. So Seattle, you're gonna have to do what you've been doing all year long. That's running the ball to win. Carolina should win this one. They are in Carolina. Next, lock of the week. I just can't read today, can I? Chicago Bears at Jaguars. I'm taking the Bears. The 3-1 Jaguars are 1-3. You know, Jaguars do lead the head-to-head. This one I don't really care. Bears are the better team. Chicago wins. Next, bout of 2-2 teams. Broncos at New England. I'm taking the Patriots. I'm still not sold on this Peyton Manning Broncos thing. Okay, I still think Peyton Manning's not gonna be himself. We saw that. You know, everyone's like, oh, but Doug, they won last week in Week 4. Yeah, that was against Oakland. Oakland. Okay, and I don't mean to make fun of you, Oakland, but come on, Oakland Raider fans, even you gotta admit, you suck. So I'm taking New England on this one, and they're at home. It's hard to win in New England. unless of course you're Arizona. Next, another easy game for me. Bills at 49ers. Did you just see what the Niners did to the Jets this past week? Niners lead the head-to-head, and oh yeah, look what happened to the Bills last week. Niners win and go to 4-1. Next, the Tennessee Titans take on the surprising Minnesota Vikings. I'm taking Minnesota on this one. You know, yes, the Titans do lead the head-to-head, but the Vikings have a great rushing attack. That's what's going to help them, and they got the defense is, I'm saying, getting back to normal. Vikings win this one in Minnesota. The Sunday night game. Now, I'm going to be honest. I think the NFL looked at this and said, ooh, this looks like such a great game on the schedule. This is going to be a great Sunday night game. And then the bounty scandal hit, and then the Saints defense started to act like crap. So who am I talking about? San Diego Chargers going to New Orleans to beat the Saints. I'm taking the Chargers. I love Drew Brees. Wish I had him on my fantasy team to a certain extent because he's doing great. But then I'm glad I don't because he can't win a game right now to save his life, and that ain't his fault. That's the defense's fault. That's the head coach's fault. That's the ones involved who were involved in the bounty crap. Period on that. So I got San Diego B1. This is a trap game to me. I will not. If Saints win this, I think I'm going to laugh because I don't think no one's got the Saints winning that one. Last game of the week. Texans Jets Monday night. Now I'm taking Houston 4-0. I think they improved to 5-0. Now rumor is Tim Tebow's going to start for the Jets. Even if that is true, I would not be doing it this week because you're playing Houston, who's got the number 1 ranked defense now in the NFL. Hell no. Hell no. I would not start Tebow. Let Mark Sanchez get killed again. Texans win this. Normally I would say this is a trap game, but after seeing how the Texans played this past week and how the Jets played, there's no way in hell I'm saying this is a trap game. Go Texans. So my picks for this week: Cardinals, Steelers, Packers, Giants, Falcons, Bengals, Ravens, Panthers, the Bears, Patriots, the 49ers, the Minnesota Vikings, the San Diego Chargers, and those Houston Texans. Now, as far as for Week 6 and Week 7, I'm going to be out of town. So I may not be, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do a video for those two. If you want to know who I pick for Week 6 and Week 7, just follow me on my Facebook account. I will put my link in the description. So you guys can follow me there, and I will at least post who I got for Week 6 and Week 7. But until I see you when I come back from vacation, this is your boy, the DOUG, signing out.